Welcome back to the Crochet Credos. Those my friends at Yarnspirations.com. This is a historical pattern by Yarnspirations, and this is called the Mountain Mist Afghan. So this is a wave Afghan, and a design like this was very similar, I believe, on Breaking Amish. It was on one of the TV shows, and how it's coming down and creating this look, it's actually really quite easy. So there are two patterns that look very similar to each other on our channel. There's this, and then there's Spring in the Valley. They are both having the same stitch chain to start, but the multiples are different because of the way that it's starting in the chain work. So today we're going to concentrate on Mountain Mist. You're going to find a download available on our channel. We were able to pull it out of archives, and this is using a 5.5mm size eye crochet hook, and it was using Bernat Waverly, which is discontinued, but you can use your Red Heart Super Saver, your Bernat Super Value, Caron 1 pound, and you will find the color breakdown that was available to you. So the striping of the pattern was 4 rows of color A, 2 rows of B, and etc. And you'll find this as well as a a crochet diagram that's available to you. If you are looking at the other video, you're going to notice a difference that's actually right here within the indentation. The other one has it more spaced out, and so there are two different versions here, and ironically it's the same stitch chain count to start, but the multiples are different because of this guy right in the vise. So let's begin and start your Mountain Mist today. So begin with a slip knot, and you can chain 157, and so you can do that, or if you'd like to change the size of this, it's in multiples 11 plus 3. So you will go and chain 11, 11, 11, 11, and when you're done with it, then you'll just add 3. So it's multiples of 11 plus 3. Keep in mind that when it's a straight row like this, it looks really long, but as soon as you have the up and down like this, it reduces the distance of your starting. So if you'd like to do the chain of the stitch multiples, you can do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So that would be a little stretch that you have right there. And then if you're not happy with the length, just keep adding 11, 11, and then at the very end add 3. So either chain 157 or multiples of 11 plus 3. And I'll be right back in a moment. So I'm going to say that I'm happy with the length of this chain. I got 11 and 11, and it's enough for me to show you what to do. And so I just need to add that extra 3. So if you are chaining 157, do not add that 3 because that number's already been figured out for you. But everybody else that's improvising, that's what you'll do. Let's begin our first pass across in row number 1. Let's begin row number 1, and you're going to go 4 chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, and turn it around and get the back hump of the 4th one away. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is right there. And you're going to double crochet, and this will count as the first 2 double crochets that are existing in the row. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So the first row is really your row to get started for your stitch counting. You're going to chain 1 and skip the next chain. Stay on the back hump of the chain, so skip, go right here, and you're going to double crochet. Chain 1, and you're going to skip the next chain, and in the next one right here, you're going to place in 3 double crochet. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So you're quite not done now. You're going to chain 3 to turn the corner so that it can start going down. So we've been going up the peak. We're going to come down the valley. In the very next chain, apply 3 double crochet. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So now we're going to come in the down peak. So this was going up. Now we're going down. So we're going to chain 1, skip the next chain right here, and go to the second over, and you're going to double crochet. Chain 1, and now you're going to do a 3 together double crochet. So what you're going to do is skip the first one, and the next 3 in a row will be used for the 3 double crochets that are at the very bottom of a 3 double crochet, 3 together. So skip the 1 and wrap the hook, go to the second one. Going in, pulling it through, pull through 2 and hold. Come into the very next stitch and do the same thing. So wrap and into the next stitch, pull through 2 and hold. So we're gonna do it one more time. So wrap the very next stitch in, pull through 2 and hold. Once you see the 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and now you got a 3 together double crochet. And now we need to start going up the peak once again. So chain 1 to start, skip the next chain right here and go to the next one and double crochet. These are very short up and down motions, just so you're aware. So now you're going to chain 1, skip 1, and you're already at the peak. And so the second one away, apply 3 double crochet. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So here's my tip for you, is that when you're in stuff like this, there's only 1 double crochet that's by itself, that's suspended between the tops and the bottom. So this is the bottom of the valley, this is the top, there's only 1 ever by itself. So when we went up the other side, we had the 3 together, there's only 1 by itself, and you're already in the peak. So to continue along, you're just going to go up and down in that same motion. So if you're at the top here now, you're going to chain 3, and then the very next one, you're going to apply 3 double crochet. Okay, so then you chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in the next, chain 1, and then do a 3 together, double crochet over the next 3, just like you did, so you can reverse back this row to be able to follow that up and down all the way. If you're ready for the ending of this, after you've gotten close to the end and you've got your last peak already in, you're going to chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet into the next. You're going to chain 1, skip 1, and you have 2 double crochet left, or sorry, 2 chains left, and both of those chains will have 2 double crochet in there. And that's how you're going to finish your row. And you can see that matches the diagram. So what you've done now is just gone up and down. Once you get a few more rows, this will hold its shape beautifully, and row number 2 is the repeat throughout the whole thing, and every row is the same. You just got to change your colors for your if you like to match the Mountain Mist version. Row number 2, right where you're sitting, you're going to chain 3. That'll count as a double crochet, and we immediately skip the next double crochet, the chain 1, and see this lonely one that's sitting by itself? That's the first one you're going to double crochet when you're coming out of a side like this, or when you start a side really. So you've just chained 3 and you're immediately doing that. And what this does is it creates this to be vertical by pulling that over. You're going to then chain 1 and you come into the first one right here. So you're skipping this chain 1 and you're coming into the first one of the grouping of 3. Double crochet right there. And you're going to double crochet that one. Chain 1, and in the chain 3 the whole corner is going to be there, so there'll be 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, all into the same corner. So we'll put in our 3 double crochet first, chain 3 to turn, and 3 double crochet. Now those lonely little double crochets that are going to be holding in between the tops and the valleys will be starting to happen from this point. So you're going to chain 1 and you're going to skip to the last one of this one right here. Okay, and go right into that spot and double crochet. You're going to chain 1 and The next double crochet here, so you're skipping the chain 1, the next double crochet, the one that's the 3 together, and the next double crochet are going to be the base points of your 3 together double crochet. So after you've done the chain 1, which I've already done, you come into the first empty, or sorry, the one that's sitting by itself, and you gather it. So you pull through 2 and hold. Okay, you're skipping the chain 1, you're coming into the top of this 3 together, in, pull through 2 and hold. Skip the next chain 1 and come into this lonely little double crochet by itself and pull through. And now you see the 4 in there, you're ready to pull through all 4, and that's a 3 together double crochet. So now you're going to chain 1, and you immediately jump to the first one of the grouping of 3 that is right here, and you're going to double crochet. Chain 1, and then you do the peak. Now it's 3 double crochet to start. Chain 3, and 3 double crochet, all into the same stitch. So everything that you have with those peaks are always going to be like that now until the cows come home. We only had to do that thing special right in the chain. So you're going to chain 1, and you keep on going up and down in the same motion. So reverse yourself back to right here, and you just complete and keep on going. When you're ready for the edge, so you've done the chain 1, come into the last one of the grouping of 3 here, and you're going to double crochet. You're going to chain 1, okay, and you were going to come into this double crochet right here that's by itself, and then you immediately then just come into the top of the turning chain right here for the last one. So notice I did not chain 1 after I did the last one. You just immediately come right to the edge. Okay, so it keeps the edging looking the same. I'm going to do this row 1 more time just to show you, and that's all this thing is. You just got to change your colors if you feel like it, or use self-striping yarn. So let's do this row 1 more time. Let's begin a new row. It's the same thing you just learned. Chain 3. Okay, and then you immediately just jump to this one right here, and you're going to double crochet. Now you're going to chain 1 and go right into the first one of the grouping of 3 and double crochet in. Chain 1 and do the top peak like you already know. So 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. And now we start going down. So chain 1 before you start, and come to the last one of this grouping of 3 right here, and double crochet, and chain 1. 3 together double crochet is going to exist on this one right here, the 3 together, and this one. So it's going to pull all 3 together. So wrap, grab the first lonely double crochet, and pull through and hold. Grab the top of the 3 together, and then the next one. And once you see the 4 loops, pull through all 4. And so now you got that done as well. And now you chain 1 and come into this first one of the grouping of 3 and double crochet. Chain 1, and now you do a peak. 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. So a blanket like this, because of the open spaces, will go very fast for you. That's why it's a classic design. I think the hardest part will be determine what colors you want to do it. So the colors are always in an even number. So whether the color is 2 rows or whether it's 4, it's always an even number, if that helps you to know that. So if you're ready for the finishing of this, so you see that it's going up and down, and you just can reverse back here to keep going if you need to refresher on that. And if you're ready for the edge, after you got your last thing here, just chain 1, double crochet into the last stitch of that group, chain 1, double crochet into this lonely double crochet right there, and do not chain 1, come to the top of the chain 3 right here, and that will conclude that row off, and therefore it would look like that. Okay, so it's just a matter of changing out your colors when you feel like it, and this is the Mountain Mist blanket by Yarnspirations.